Dr. Lisa Carter pressed her face against the cold glass of the medical bay window. Inside the sterile white room, her younger brother Jake lay motionless on the bed. Tubes and wires connected his body to machines that beeped softly in the quiet. Space. His skin had turned a sickly gray color, and dark veins showed through like spider webs across his arms and face. "How long does he have?" Lisa asked Dr. Martin Webb, the chief medical officer of Mars Research Station. Webb shook his head slowly. "Maybe 2 days, 3 at most. The pathogen is spreading faster than we thought possible. We've tried every treatment we know, but nothing works." Lisa felt her heart sink. Jake was only 28 years old, 5 years younger than her. He had come to Mars as a mining engineer, full of dreams about finding rare minerals in the deep asteroids. He was dying from something they found in the rock samples. "There has to be something else we can try," Lisa said, her voice shaking. "I'm sorry, Lisa. This pathogen is unlike anything we have seen before. It attacks the immune system and the nervous system at the same time. Human medicine just does not have an answer for it." Lisa walked away from the medical bay, her mind racing. As a xenobiologist, she had spent years studying alien life forms. She knew more about non-human biology than almost anyone on Mars. But that knowledge felt useless now when her own brother was dying. She made her way to the observation deck. Looking out at the red landscape of Mars, the twin moons hung low in the purple sky. In the distance, she could see the lights of the mining operation where Jake had been working. That was where it all started, where they found the infected asteroid samples. "Dr. Carter," the voice behind her made her turn around. Commander Ross, standing in the doorway, his face looked serious. "There is something you need to know. We have a visitor." "A visitor? Here? An alien ship just docked at Bay 7. The pilot wants to speak with our xenobiology team." "That means you." Lisa felt a spark of hope. "What kind of alien?" "Says he is a Vorthok trader. I've never seen one before, but he has proper identification codes. His ship is unlike anything in our databases." Lisa had heard of the Vorthok, but never met one. They were known throughout the galaxy as mysterious traders who dealt in biological materials. Some said they could work miracles with genetics. Others warned they were dangerous. "I will meet with him," Lisa said. "Are you sure? You have been through a lot today. If there is even a small chance he can help Jake, I have to try." Bay 7 was on the lower level of the station. Lisa walked through the metal corridors, her footsteps echoing in the empty halls. Most of the station crew was asleep, but she could not rest while Jake was dying. The docking bay doors hissed open, and Lisa stepped inside. The alien ship was beautiful and strange. It looked like it was grown rather than built, with smooth curves and a surface that seemed to pulse with its own light. No sharp edges or metal joints, just flowing organic shapes. "Dr. Carter, I presume?" Lisa turned to see the alien approaching her. He was tall, maybe 8 feet, with skin that looked like living crystal. It shifted from blue to green to purple as he moved. He had 4 arms, each ending in hands with long, delicate fingers. His head was elongated, with large eyes that seemed to hold stars inside them. "I am HFY of the Vorthok," he said. His voice was melodic, like music made of words. "I understand you study biological systems." "Yes, I do." "Are you here to trade?" "Always. But first I sense distress in you. Something troubles your heart." Lisa felt tears coming to her eyes. "My brother is dying. He was infected with an alien pathogen. Our doctors say there is no cure." HFY's eyes shifted to a warm, golden color. "Show me." Lisa led him through the station to the medical bay. Dr. Webb was still there, checking Jake's vital signs. He looked up in surprise when he saw the alien. "This is HFY," Lisa explained. "He might be able to help." HFY approached Jake's bed slowly. He pulled out a device that looked like a crystal flower and held it over Jake's body. The device glowed and made soft humming sounds. "Interesting," HFY said after a few minutes. "This pathogen is not natural. It was created as a weapon." "A weapon?" Dr. Webb asked. "Yes. The hegemony creates such things to eliminate species they consider threats. But that is not the most interesting thing I have discovered." "What do you mean?" Lisa asked. Sad's eyes turned bright silver. Your brother's blood is remarkable. I have never seen anything like it in all my travels across the galaxy. What is special about human blood? Human blood contains properties that we, Vorthok, have been searching for across the stars for many centuries. Your healing factors, your immune responses, your genetic adaptability. It is beyond anything we thought possible. Lisa felt her heart racing. Can you cure him? I can, but cures come with prices. What are you willing to trade? Anything.
Yeah.
We'll give you anything. HFY was quiet for a long moment. I do not want your possessions or your money. I want samples of your brother's blood, before I cure him and after. I want to study what makes human biology so unique.
Dr. Webb stepped forward. We cannot just give away human biological samples.
2 aliens. There are protocols, laws. My brother is dying, Lisa said firmly. If his blood can save his life, then take it. The choice is yours, Dr. Carter, HFY said. But know this, what I learned from your brother's blood could change the fate of many species. The knowledge could be used for great good or great harm. Lisa looked at Jake lying on the bed. His breathing was getting weaker. She had to decide quickly. Can you really cure him? I can not only cure him, I can make him stronger than he ever was. The process will integrate beneficial biological elements with his existing genetics. He will be enhanced beyond normal human capabilities. What does that mean? He will heal faster, live longer, and be able to survive in environments that would kill other humans. He will become something new. Lisa felt scared, but also hopeful. Will he still be human? He will be human, but more than human. The first of a new kind of person. She looked at Dr. Webb, who shook his head in warning. She looked back at her dying brother. Do it, she said. HFY nodded and began pulling strange devices from his robes. I will need to take blood samples first, then I will begin the treatment. It will take several hours. As Lisa watched the alien work, she wondered what she had just agreed to. She was trading her brother's blood for his life, but she sensed this was about much more than just one person. Something told her this moment would change everything. HFY inserted a needle into Jake's arm and drew several vials of dark red blood. He held them up to the light, and Lisa could swear she saw the blood glowing. Magnificent, the alien whispered. This will save not just your brother, but perhaps my entire species. Your species. That is a story for another time. For now, let me save this brave young human who is willing to risk his life mining in the deep asteroids.
Ow.
As HFY began preparing his cure, Lisa realized she had just made a bargain that would echo across the stars. She had no idea that her desperate decision to save Jake would soon make humanity the most valuable species in the galaxy. 3 days later, Jake Carter opened his eyes for the first time since falling into the coma. Lisa was sitting beside his bed, reading research reports on her tablet. When she heard him move, she looked up and gasped. Jake, can you hear me? Jake sat up slowly, looking around the medical bay with confusion. Lisa, what happened? I feel different. Lisa studied her brother's face. The gray sickness was gone, replaced by healthy pink skin. His eyes were brighter than before, almost glowing with inner light. The dark veins had disappeared completely. You were dying, she said softly. An alien helped cure you. Dr. Webb rushed into the room when his monitors showed Jake was awake. He ran several tests, checking Jake's vital signs with growing amazement. This is impossible, Webb muttered. His blood pressure is perfect. His heart rate is stronger than an athlete. His brain activity is off the charts. Jake flexed his hands and arms. I feel incredible. I could lift a mountain or run for days without getting tired. The treatment worked better than I expected. Came a musical voice from the doorway. Everyone turned to see HFY entering the medical bay. His crystal skin was shifting between blue and green colors. You saved my life, Jake said, looking at the tall alien with wonder. I did more than save it. I enhanced it. You are now capable of things no normal human can do. Dr. Webb frowned. What exactly did you do to him? HFY moved closer to Jake's bed. I used his own blood samples to create a symbiotic organism. It lives inside him now, repairing damage, fighting disease, and improving his natural abilities. A symbiotic organism? Lisa asked nervously. Do not worry, it is perfectly safe. Think of it as a biological upgrade. Jake can now survive in environments that would kill other humans. He can heal from injuries in minutes instead of weeks. He will live much longer than a normal human lifespan. Jake stood up from the bed and walked around the room. His movements were fluid and graceful, like a dancer or a fighter. I can feel it working inside me, he said with excitement. It is like having a second heartbeat. Lisa felt relief but also worry. What is the cost of this enhancement? HFY's eyes shifted to a darker color. That brings me to why I really came to your system, Dr. Carter. My people are dying. Why? Yes, for thousands of years, the Vorthok have enhanced ourselves. With technology and genetic modifications, we thought we were becoming perfect beings. Instead, we were destroying our natural biology. The alien sat down in a chair that seemed too small for his large frame. Our reproduction rates have fallen to almost nothing. Our immune systems are failing. Our bodies reject the modifications we have made. We are a dying race. Lisa leaned forward with interest. What does this have to do with human blood? Human blood contains something we have searched the galaxy for centuries to find. Your species has incredible genetic diversity. Your blood carries healing properties we thought were impossible. Most importantly, your DNA contains what you call junk genes. Junk genes. They are not junk at all. They are dormant genetic programs that can be activated under the right conditions. Programs for adaptation, for healing, for survival in impossible situations. Jake interrupted. So my blood can help your entire species? Not just help. It can save us. But there is more you need to know. HFY stood up and began pacing the room. The pathogen that nearly killed you was not an accident. It was a bioweapon. Created by the hegemony? The hegemony? Lisa asked. A coalition of older galactic species who have ruled space for millions of years. They see humanity as a threat to their power. Dr. Webb looked confused, but humans are new to space travel. We barely have colonies on Mars and the Moon. How could we threaten anyone? Because of your biology, HFY explained. If species discover what human blood can do, it will change everything. The hegemony fears losing control. Lisa felt a chill run down her spine. They tried to kill Jake to cover up what human blood can do. The mining operation was a test. They infected the asteroid samples with bioweapons designed to target human genetics. They wanted to see how quickly they could eliminate humans if necessary. Jake clenched his fists. They tried to murder me for my blood. Yes. And they will. Try again. But now you are protected. The enhancements I gave you make you immune to their bioweapons. Lisa stood up and walked to the window. Outside, she could see the red surface of Mars stretching to the horizon. What happens now? Now we fight back, HFY said. But not with weapons or violence. We fight with biology. What do you mean? Want to propose a partnership between humans and Vorthok? We share our biotechnology with you. You share your genetic material with us. Together we can create something neither species could achieve alone. Dr. Webb shook his head. We cannot just trade away human genetic material. Earth government would never approve it. Earth government does not understand what is at stake, HFY replied. The hegemony will not stop with one mining accident. They will release plagues, poison your water supplies, attack your colonies. They want humanity extinct before other species learn your value. Lisa felt the weight of the situation pressing down on her. How many other species know about human blood? A few. Word travels fast in the underground trading networks. There are species out there who would pay anything. For access to human genetics? Jake walked over to his sister. Lisa, I can feel the changes inside me. I am stronger, faster, smarter than I ever was. If our blood can help other species the way it helped me, maybe we should consider it. But at what cost? What if we lose? What makes us human? HFY's eyes turned a warm golden color. You will not lose your humanity. You will enhance it. Look at your brother. Is he less human now, or more than human? Jake smiled. I feel more like myself than ever before. I was always meant to be this way. Dr. Webb ran more tests while they talked. His genetic structure is remarkable, he admitted. The alien organism has integrated perfectly with his DNA. It is like they were meant to work together, because they were, HFY said. Human genetics are uniquely compatible with biological enhancements. That is why the hegemony fears you so much. Lisa made a decision. What exactly are you proposing? A trade agreement. Humans provide blood samples and genetic material. In return, Vorthok provide biotechnology, medical treatments, and protection from hegemony attacks. Protection. My people are not warriors, but we have allies. Species who have suffered under hegemony rule. If we can prove that human Vorthok cooperation works, others will join us. Jake nodded enthusiastically. I want to help. This enhancement you gave me, it feels right. Like this is what humans are supposed to become. There is one more thing, HFY said carefully. Not all human blood is equal. Different genetic backgrounds produce different results. Some humans have blood that can cure diseases. Others have genetics that can enhance intelligence or physical abilities. Lisa understood the implications. You want to test blood from different human populations? With their permission and fair compensation? Yes. This could make humanity the most powerful species in the galaxy. Or it could tear us apart, fighting over who gets enhanced first. That is a risk. But the alternative is extinction at the hands of the hegemony. Lisa looked at her brother, standing tall and strong, glowing with health and power. Then she looked at HFY, this strange alien who had saved Jake's life and might be offering to save their entire species. I need to think about this. She said time is not a luxury we have, HFY warned. The hegemony is already preparing their next attack. We must act quickly. As if summoned by his words, the station's alarm system began blaring. Red lights flashed throughout the medical bay. Commander. Ross's voice came over the intercom. All personnel to emergency stations. We have multiple unknown ships approaching Mars orbit. They are not responding to our communications. HFY's skin turned dark purple. They have found us sooner than I expected. The hegemony is here. The hegemony ships looked like giant metal spiders hanging in space above Mars. Lisa watched them through the observation deck windows while Jake and HFY prepared for what might be their final stand. How many ships? Commander Ross asked over the radio. 12 battlecruisers and at least 30 smaller attack ships, came the reply from the station's defense controller. Lisa felt her hands shaking. Mars Research Station had only basic defensive systems. They were scientists and miners, not soldiers. We should surrender, Dr. Webb said nervously. Maybe they just want to talk. HFY's crystal skin turned deep red. The hegemony does not talk. They eliminate threats. Jake walked up to the group, moving with his new enhanced grace. What are our options? Very few, HFY admitted. My ship has stealth capabilities, but it cannot carry more than 3 people. Then we leave, Lisa said. You, me, and Jake. And abandon everyone else on the station? Commander Ross asked. Before anyone could answer, the communication system crackled to life. A cold, mechanical voice filled the room. Mars Research Station. This is Fleet Commander X9 of the Hegemony Enforcement Division. You are harboring illegal biological materials and unauthorized alien contact. Surrender immediately. Commander Ross activated the reply system. This is Mars Research Station. We are a peaceful scientific facility. We have done nothing wrong. Scan results show Vorthok biosignatures and enhanced human genetics on your station. These materials pose a threat to galactic stability. Have 10 minutes to evacuate before we sterilize the facility. The communication ended, leaving them in shocked silence. Sterilize, Dr. Webb whispered. They will destroy the entire station, HFY explained, and everyone on it.
Take a step forward.
Not if I can help it. Jake, what are you talking about? Lisa asked. I can feel the enhancement working inside me. I am faster and stronger than any normal human. Maybe I can do something. You cannot fight an entire fleet by yourself. HFY was studying his bioscanner device. Wait, something is happening. The device was beeping rapidly and showing readings Lisa had never seen before. What is it? She asked. Other ships are approaching, not hegemony vessels. These are from different species. Lisa looked out the window again. New ships were appearing from various directions. They came in all shapes and sizes. Unlike the uniform hegemony fleet, the communication system activated again, but this time the voice was different. Rougher, more aggressive. Hegemony dogs. This is War Chief Karn of the Kethmori Battle Clan. You are in violation of neutral space treaties. Another voice joined in, this one sounding like multiple people speaking together. We are the Synthesis Collective. The humans are under our protection. Then came a third voice, melodic like singing. The Harmony Council declares this system a biological preservation zone. Withdraw immediately. Commander Ross looked confused. Who are all these people? Zefkai's skin was cycling through colors rapidly. Species that have been waiting for this moment. Word has spread through the underground networks about human biological capabilities. Lisa felt overwhelmed. How did they find out so quickly? Biological traders talk to each other. When I took samples of Jake's blood, I had to run analysis tests. Other traders saw the results. More voices joined the communication channels. Lisa counted at least 8 different species, all demanding that the hegemony leave Mars alone. Fleet Commander X9 responded with obvious anger. These humans pose a threat to galactic order. Their biological materials must be contained. The only threat here is your outdated thinking, War Chief, Karn shot back. The humans offer partnership, not domination.
Ow.
Jake was listening to everything with growing excitement. Lisa, do you understand? What is happening? These aliens are not here to conquer us. They are here to protect us. But why? Zefkai answered. Because they need what humans can offer. The Kethmori are dying from a genetic plague. The Synthesis wants to expand their collective consciousness. The Harmony Council seeks biological diversity for their worlds. They all want our blood. Not just blood. Genetic cooperation. The chance to evolve together instead of staying trapped in old patterns. The standoff in space continued for several tense minutes. Then something unexpected happened. The hegemony fleet began to withdraw. This is not over, Fleet Commander, X9 transmitted. The humans will be dealt with. As the hegemony ships disappeared, the other alien vessels moved closer to Mars. Lisa counted over 50. Ships from at least 10 different species. Research Station came a new voice. This is Ambassador Veltor of the Free Species Alliance. We request permission to dock and begin negotiations. Commander Ross looked at Lisa and Zefkai. What do I tell them? Tell them yes, Lisa said, surprising herself with her decisiveness. But we negotiate as equals. Over the next few hours, the station filled with aliens unlike anything Lisa had ever imagined. The Kethmori were tall warriors with scales and claws. The Synthesis representatives moved like liquid metal. The Harmony Council delegates looked like living plants with flower-like faces. Each species had the same basic request. They wanted access to human genetic material in exchange for technology, protection, or resources. Lisa found herself in the station's main conference room, facing a dozen alien delegates. His enhanced abilities making him confident in ways she had never seen before. We appreciate your protection, Lisa began. But humans are not ready to make galaxy-wide decisions. We need time to understand what we are being offered. War Chief Karn leaned forward with interest. Time is something the hegemony will not give you. They fear change above all else. What exactly do you fear from the hegemony? Jake asked. Extinction, replied the Synthesis collective voice. They have ruled the galaxy for millions of years by preventing younger species from reaching their full potential. Ambassador Veltor nodded agreement. The hegemony maintains power by keeping other species weak and divided. Human biological capabilities threaten that system. But we are just one small species, Lisa protested. One species with the potential to enhance all others, Zefkai explained. Human genetics are compatible with almost every form of life we have encountered. A new delegate spoke up. She looked almost human, but with silver skin and pointed ears. I am Captain Nova of the Wanderer Fleet. My people have been outcasts. For centuries, because our genetics were considered impure by hegemony standards, human blood could give us the strength to reclaim our homeworld. More stories followed. Each species had suffered under hegemony rule in different ways. Some had been enslaved, Others had their planets stripped of resources, and many had been prevented from advancing technologically. So this is about more than just biological enhancement, Lisa realized. This is about revolution. It's not revolution, corrected Ambassador Veltor. Evolution. It's a chance for all species to grow beyond what the hegemony allows. Jake stepped forward. What would this partnership look like? War Chief Karn smiled, showing sharp teeth. Humans provide genetic samples from volunteers. We provide protection, technology, in worlds where enhanced humans can live safely. Enhanced humans? Yes, said the Synthesis Collective. Humans modified for different environments and purposes. Some enhanced for deep space travel, others for underwater worlds, others for high-gravity planets. Lisa felt both excited and terrified. You were talking about changing humanity itself. Not changing, Zefkai corrected. Expanding, making humanity capable of thriving anywhere in the galaxy. Captain Nova added, the first enhanced humans are already being born. Children of human-alien partnerships on worlds throughout this sector. What? Lisa asked in shock. The trade networks have been active for months. Human genetic material has been shared with species across dozens of systems. The results are remarkable. Jake looked at his sister with growing enthusiasm. Lisa, this is incredible. We could help create new forms of life throughout the galaxy. But at what cost? What happens to Earth? What happens to normal humans? They become part of something larger, Ambassador Veltor said. The galaxy is vast enough for many different types of humans. Lisa looked around the room at all the alien faces watching her expectantly. She realized that whether she liked it or not, humanity was already part of this galactic community. The only question was whether they would be partners or victims. I need to speak with Earth government, she said finally. Of course, Zefkai agreed. But remember, the hegemony will not wait for bureaucratic processes. They will strike again, and soon. As if to emphasize his point, the station's long-range scanners detected new ships massing at the edge of the solar system. The hegemony was preparing for war. 6 months after the first contact at Mars, Lisa Carter stood in her new office on Luna Station, looking down at Earth. The blue planet looked peaceful from here, but she knew better. Humanity was changing in ways no one had expected. Her tablet showed the latest reports from around the world. In Brazil, entire villages were volunteering to sell their genetic material to alien traders. In Japan, scientists were working with Vorthok biotechnology to create enhanced humans who could survive. In the deep ocean, in Africa, enhanced children were being born with abilities that amazed their parents. But the reports also showed problems. In North America, violent protests erupted between people who wanted genetic enhancement and those who opposed it. Europe governments were struggling to control the black market trade in human blood. In Asia, enhanced humans were forming separate communities, claiming they were superior to normal people. Dr. Carter, her assistant, knocked on the door. Earth Council is ready for your briefing. Lisa sighed and picked up her files. As the newly appointed Director of Human-Alien Relations, she had to explain to world leaders why their species was falling apart. The Earth Council met in a secure chamber deep inside Luna Station. Representatives from every major nation sat around a circular table, their faces showing worry and frustration. Dr. Carter, said President Williams of the North American Federation, we need answers. Our cities are in chaos. People are fighting over who gets enhanced first. The situation is complex, Lisa began. When we agreed to trade genetic material with alien species, we did not understand how it would affect human society. Prime Minister Chen of the Asian Alliance leaned forward. These enhanced humans are becoming a separate class. They live longer, work better, and think faster than normal people. How do we maintain equality? We also have reports of enhanced humans forming their own political movements, added Chancellor Mueller of the European Union. They claim normal humans are holding back progress. Lisa activated the holographic display in the center of the table. It showed a map of Earth with different colored dots representing enhanced human populations. Currently, we estimate that over 50 million humans have received some form of genetic enhancement, she explained.
Ow.
The modifications range from simple health improvements to major biological changes. 50 million? President Williams looked shocked. How did it happen so fast? Alien biotechnology works much faster than human medicine. Single treatment can be completed in hours rather than years. Director Petrov of the Russian collective spoke up. What about the psychological effects? We are seeing enhanced humans, who no longer consider themselves part of the same species. Lisa nodded grimly. That is our biggest concern. Enhanced humans often develop a sense of superiority. They see normal humans as evolutionary dead ends. The holographic display changed to show video footage from around the world. Enhanced humans were demonstrating abilities that seemed impossible. A man in Tokyo was lifting cars with his bare hands. A woman in London was solving complex mathematical problems in seconds. Children in Sao Paulo were communicating telepathically. "This is why the hegemony fears us," said a familiar voice from the doorway. Everyone turned to see Jake Carter entering the chamber. Lisa's brother had changed dramatically since his enhancement. He was taller, his skin had a subtle glow, and his eyes held an intelligence that seemed almost alien. "Jake," Lisa said carefully, "you were not invited to this meeting." "I represent the Enhanced Human Coalition now," Jake replied. "You have as much right to participate in these discussions as anyone else." President Williams frowned. "Enhanced Human Coalition? Over 30 million enhanced humans have joined together to protect our interests," Jake explained. "We refuse to be treated as second-class citizens by people who are afraid of progress." Lisa felt her heart sinking. This was exactly what she had feared would happen. "Jake, you are still human. We are all on the same side, are we?" Jake's enhanced eyes seemed to look right through her. "Normal humans want to limit our numbers, control our abilities, and force us back into the old ways. They do not understand that we represent the future of the species." Chancellor Mueller stood up angrily. "This is exactly what we mean. You talk about normal humans like we are a different species." "Because you are," Jake said simply. "Evolution does not wait for everyone to catch up." The room erupted in angry voices. Lisa watched her brother argue with world leaders and realized how far apart they had grown. The enhancement that saved his life had changed him into someone she'd barely recognized. "Enough," she shouted, and the room fell silent. "Fighting among ourselves is exactly what the hegemony wants." She activated new images on the holographic display. These showed massive fleets of alien ships gathering at the edge of human space. "While we argue about genetic enhancement, the hegemony is preparing for total war," Lisa continued. "Their latest intelligence suggests they plan to sterilize every human world." Director Petrov looked at the display with alarm. "How many ships?" "Over 5,000, from 12 different hegemony species. They call it the Final Solution Fleet." The world leaders exchanged worried glances. Earth's combined military forces had maybe 200 ships, and most of those were designed for exploration, not warfare. "What about our alien allies?" asked Prime Minister Chen. "The Free Species Alliance has promised to help, but they are outnumbered 3-1. Jake stepped forward. "This is why enhanced humans are necessary. Normal humans cannot survive what is coming." "What do you mean?" Williams asked. "The hegemony's new bioweapons are designed to target unenhanced human genetics. Only modified humans can resist them." Lisa stared at her brother. "How do you know this?" "Enhanced humans have been working with Vorthok scientists. We have intelligence. Networks normal humans cannot access. You have been sharing classified information with aliens? We have been protecting humanity while normal humans debate politics." The room erupted in arguments again. Some leaders accused Jake of treason. Others demanded to know what other secrets enhanced humans were keeping. Lisa realized the situation was spiraling out of control. Humanity was dividing into two separate species, and both sides saw the other as the enemy. "We need Zefkai," she said quietly. Jake's expression softened slightly. "He is already here." The Vorthok trader entered the chamber, his crystal skin shifting to calming blue colors. "I apologize for the intrusion, but time is running short." "Zefkai," Lisa said with relief. "Please help us understand what is happening." "What is happening is evolution in action," the alien replied. "Your species is adapting to new challenges faster than any species in galactic history. But we are falling apart, President Williams protested. Growing pains, as HFY said. Every species goes through this when they reach genetic enhancement. The Vorthok experienced the same divisions thousands of years ago. How did you solve it? We almost did not. Our society split into enhanced and unenhanced populations. They fought a civil war that lasted centuries. The room fell silent at this revelation. What ended the war? Lisa asked. External threat. When the hegemony attacked our homeworld, enhanced and unenhanced, Vorthok had to work together to survive. Jake nodded. The same thing is happening to humanity. The hegemony threat will force us to unite, or it will destroy us completely. Lisa countered. ZEPH eyes shifted to golden color. That depends on choices you make in the next few days. The hegemony fleet will arrive soon. You must decide whether to face them as one species or two. President Williams looked around the table at his fellow leaders. What are our options? Enhanced humans can survive hegemony bioweapons, Jake said. But we need normal humans to operate the technology and maintain supply lines. And normal humans need enhanced humans to fight battles they cannot win, added ZEPH-Chi. Lisa saw the logic but also the dangers. What you are proposing is a permanent division of humanity into different castes, not castes, Jake corrected. Specializations, like organs in a body, each part serving the whole. But who decides which humans get enhanced? Who chooses what modifications they receive? The Enhanced Human Coalition has developed fair selection criteria, Jake replied. Based on what? Genetic compatibility, psychological profiles, and societal needs. Lisa felt a chill. You are talking about creating a genetic aristocracy. I am talking about survival, Jake shot back. The hegemony will not give us time for democratic debates. The holographic display suddenly flashed red. Alarms began sounding throughout Luna's station. Incoming message from deep space monitors, announced the station's AI system. The display showed a new image. The hegemony Final Solution fleet had begun moving toward Earth, the largest military force in Galactic. History was coming to eliminate humanity once and for all. How long do we have? Asked Chancellor Mueller. 72 hours, replied the AI. Jake looked at the world leaders with his enhanced eyes blazing. Time to choose. Stand together as one evolving species, or fall separately as evolutionary dead ends. Lisa realized that everything they had, worked for everything humanity had dreamed of achieving in the stars, would be decided in the next 3 days. The hegemony Final Solution fleet appeared at the edge of the solar system like a dark cloud blocking out the stars. 5,000 ships of different shapes and sizes, all united in one purpose, the complete destruction of humanity. Lisa Carter stood on the bridge of the newly commissioned U.S. Unity, humanity's first ship built with combined human and alien technology. Around her, enhanced and normal humans worked side by side at control stations, their differences forgotten in the face of extinction. Enemy fleet is maintaining formation at the edge of Pluto's orbit, reported Lieutenant Kim, an enhanced human. With cybernetic implants that let her interface directly with the ship's computers, they are not advancing yet. They're scanning for weaknesses, said Captain Rodriguez, a normal human with 30 years of military experience. Looking for the best way to eliminate us quickly. Jake Carter materialized on the bridge using his new teleportation abilities, one of the latest enhancements developed by Vorthok Biotechnology. The enhanced coalition fleets are in position. 200 ships ready for battle. And the Free Species Alliance? Lisa asked. 1,000 ships from 15 different species, Jake replied. War Chief Karn leads the Kethmori battle groups. The Synthesis Collective has provided their most advanced vessels. Even the Peaceful Harmony Council sent warships. Lisa looked at the tactical display showing the forces arrayed against them. We are still outnumbered 4-1. Numbers do not tell the whole story, came HFY's musical voice. The Vorthok had become humanity's closest advisor during the crisis. The hegemony fights to maintain old patterns. We fight for the right to evolve. The communication system activated and the cold mechanical voice of Fleet Commander Vex 9 filled the bridge. Human vessels, this is your final warning. Surrender all enhanced humans and genetic research materials. Normal humans will be relocated to designated reservation worlds. Captain Rodriguez activated the reply system. This is Captain Rodriguez. Of the United Earth ship Unity, we reject your terms. Humanity stands united. Then humanity will fall united. Begin the final sterilization. The hegemony fleet began moving toward Earth, their weapons charging with deadly energy. Lisa watched the tactical display and felt fear grip her heart. Everything they had worked for, everything humanity had become, might end in the next few hours. All ships, prepare for battle. She broadcast to the combined human fleet, but before the first shots could be fired, something unexpected happened. Space around the hegemony fleet began to shimmer and distort. What is that? Lieutenant Kim asked, her enhanced senses picking up readings the normal instruments missed. Jake's eyes widened. Those are dimensional gates. Someone is opening portals. Massive. Ships began emerging from the portals, unlike anything Lisa had ever seen. They looked like living creatures made of metal and crystal, beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Unknown vessels. Identify yourselves, Fleet Commander X9 demanded. A new voice answered, ancient and powerful. We are the architects, builders of the first civilizations. We have watched this galaxy grow from our realm beyond space. Lisa felt her heart racing. The architects were legends, beings so advanced that most species considered them myths. Architects, this is an internal matter, Dex9 replied, but his voice now carried uncertainty. The hegemony has jurisdiction here. Hegemony has no jurisdiction over evolutionary development, the ancient voice replied. We have observed the human species and found their biological adaptation remarkable. They will be protected. The architect ships moved between the hegemony fleet and Earth, their presence causing the very fabric of space to ripple with energy. You cannot interfere with galactic law, Dex9 protested. We created galactic law. We can change it. Lisa watched in amazement. The most powerful military force in the galaxy hesitated before beings they had thought were only stories. Lisa? Jake said quietly. The architects are not just protecting us, they're judging us. What do you mean? Zefkai's skin shifted to worried purple colors. The architects appear only when a species reaches a critical point in their evolution. They decide whether that species deserves to continue existing. The ancient voice spoke again, but this time it was directed at the human ships. Humans of Earth, you have achieved something remarkable in your short time among the stars. Your species has begun evolving at a pace never before recorded, but evolution without wisdom leads to destruction. Lisa activated the communication system. This is Dr. Lisa Carter, Director of Human-Alien Relations. We are honored by your presence, architects. You stand at a crossroads, Lisa Carter. Species is dividing into enhanced and normal humans. This division could lead to civil war, as it has with many species before you. We are trying to find a way to stay united. Show us. Lisa looked around the bridge at the enhanced and normal. Humans working together. She thought about the months of conflict, the fear and prejudice, but also the cooperation and hope. Enhanced humans have abilities normal humans lack, she said. But normal humans have perspectives and creativity that enhanced humans sometimes lose. We need both to survive. And how do you propose to bridge this gap? Lisa took a deep breath. With integration colonies, places where enhanced and normal humans can live and work together, sharing their different abilities while maintaining their common humanity. This integration has already begun, Jake added. Enhanced humans are partnering with normal humans in ways that benefit both groups. The architect ships were silent for several minutes. Finally, the ancient voice spoke again. Fleet Commander. This 9, the hegemony's rule of this galaxy, is ended. Species will be free to evolve as they choose. You cannot do this, Dex9 protested. The old order has maintained peace for millions of years. The old order has prevented growth for millions of years. It is time for change. What happened next shocked everyone watching. The hegemony ships began to transform, their weapons dissolving and their hulls reshaping into more organic forms. The hegemony species are not evil, the architect voice explained. They are simply trapped in patterns that no longer serve them. We offer them the same choice we offer humanity: evolve or remain stagnant. Lisa watched as some hegemony ships accepted the transformation, while others fled to the outer edges of the galaxy. The final solution fleet was dissolving before her eyes. "What happens now?" she asked. "Now you prove that your species deserves its place among the stars. The galaxy is vast, with millions of worlds suitable for different types of humans. Enhanced humans can explore the most dangerous regions, while normal humans establish colonies on gentler worlds." Jake nodded enthusiastically. "We can spread humanity across the entire galaxy. But you must remain one species," the architect warned. "Enhanced and normal humans must continue to interbreed, to share knowledge, to support each other. The moment you become truly separate species, you will follow the path of conflict." Lisa understood. Integration, not division. Exactly. Your species' greatest strength is its diversity. Preserve that diversity while embracing change. Over the following months, humanity began the greatest expansion in its history. Enhanced humans led expeditions to hostile worlds, while normal humans established supply lines and communication networks. Vorthok biotechnology allowed both groups to adapt to environments throughout the galaxy. Lisa found herself governing the first integration colony on Kepler 4-4 to be a world where enhanced and normal humans worked together to build something new. Her brother Jake married a Vorthok engineer, and their children showed abilities that neither species possessed alone. The galaxy had become a laboratory for biological evolution. With humanity at its center, trade networks carried genetic material between species, creating new forms of life on thousands of worlds. The rigid hierarchies of the old hegemony were replaced by fluid alliances, based on mutual benefit. Standing on her balcony overlooking the integration colony, Lisa watched enhanced human children playing with normal human children, while their alien friends joined in the games. The future looked bright and full of possibilities. She thought back to that desperate day when she traded her brother's blood to save his life. That single act of love had changed not just Jake, but the entire galaxy. Sometimes the smallest choices had the biggest consequences. The stars above held millions of worlds where humanity was learning to thrive in forms both familiar and strange. Enhanced humans swam in the methane seas of distant moons, while normal humans tended gardens in orbital habitats. Both groups remained connected by communication networks and shared purpose. Lisa smiled, knowing that her species had not just survived its greatest challenge, but had transformed it into its greatest opportunity. Humanity was no longer bound to a single world or a single form. They had become something the galaxy had never seen, a species that could adapt to any environment while maintaining its essential nature. The trade that began with blood had become a bridge to the stars.